Reeling from the devastating impact of 5 failed consecutive rainy seasons, Somalia is facing another climate shock. The Horn of Africa country is experiencing heavy downpours and floods linked to the El Nino weather phenomenon, killing dozens of people and causing large-scale displacement. The rains have destroyed bridges and inundated residential areas, according to the country's National Disaster Management Agency senior advisor Mukhtar.
All aware that the country is facing now an impatient catastrophe and climate-induced disasters, both the prolonged drought and the current floods that affected the majority of the country.
Nearly 100 flood fatality cases have been reported by the country's disaster agency, and over 1.2 million individuals displaced, livestock and crops destroyed too.
Pastoralists and the farmers counted the highest loss since the floods washed away almost 2,000 farmers and 800 sheep were drowning in the water now, up to now.
Authorities, communities and humanitarian actors have reached about 820,000 affected people with life-saving assistance, but needs are rapidly rising as floods expand across the country. Mr. George Conway, Deputy Special Representative of the Secretary General, Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator, thanked the federal government and other key partners for their timely response.
Leadership of the government at the federal level, from the Office of the Prime Minister, from SODMA, at the state level, from the offices of the presidents, as well as the state level ministries of humanitarian affairs and disaster management, who have stepped up in their leadership of the response. I'm also very grateful to our community of partners, especially within the NGO community, largely by frontline local and national NGOs, as well as for the support from the business community and from communities themselves that have stepped up to support those most impacted by the emergency. As we speak right now, approximately 820,000 people are benefiting from some form of assistance. This is about 1/3 of the overall number of people affected, which is, a good number of the affected, but far too low. And too many people right now are going without adequate assistance. Extensive efforts are underway to try to bring the response to the scale that's necessary, and the humanitarian community is determined to stand with the people of Somalia until we overcome this emergency.
The crisis is yet to be fully funded. Humanitarian actors, Somalia, a nation that least contributes to global carbon emission, bears the brunt of the climate-induced shocks.